This is a test. Let's see how smart you are. Turbo Golf Racing came out today. It's on Game Pass, PC and console, as well as Steam. It's basically Rocket League meets golf. It's cool. It's a lot of fun. I don't usually stick with multiplayer online games all that long because I'm not going to tell you why. I want to see if you can tell me why this game is so addictive, at least to me. Now, your mileage will vary, but for me, this game is super crazy addictive. Here's a match. Let's start it up. All you need to know is you have your own ball and you're trying to get the ball into sort of the Lightron CPU tube as fast as you can. If you can do it faster than everybody else in the field, you win that round. It's a 3-round game. Tell me if you can figure out why I'm in love with this game, or even better, why it's so fucking addictive. You goddamn right. Okay, second place. That's pretty good for me. I'm going to do another one real quick. So, and I think there's 7 other players. You can see them off to my sides there. You have. I'm sure that you may have questions. Yes, you can kind of control the angle of the ball. Like I popped that up intentionally. Things like that. But I'm not going to go. None of that. I'm not saying none of that matters, but that's not why I think it's addictive. I got a missile coming in. There's nothing I can do. I don't have a shield. Got another missile. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Give me you shit. All right, here we go. All right, I got a shield. I find the shield's actually a lot better to have than the missiles. What are you doing there, Jaffe? Oh shit, there's my ball. All right, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We can still do okay. That was dumb. Okay, but you should have seen in that match what it is about this that makes it so addictive. Like if I wasn't going to cut this video, I'd go back and play another round. Okay, so can you guess, after watching a couple of matches, why I'm super addicted? I'll give you 5 seconds. Here's why this game is addictive as fuck to me. It is because most multiplayer games, most people are not the winner at, right? They get their asses handed to them. Sometimes they get, you get put on a team that wins, you get a couple of moments that you feel good about, but a lot of people are not the cream of the crop. And so unless you're playing for social reasons, I find that I peel off those games pretty quickly. As much as I may like them, the idea of getting good, especially after a game's been out for a couple of days and you're seeing people that are just like, okay, what's even the point, right? What this game does, which I don't know how intentional it was or if it was accidental and they just discovered it through development, but you can't ram into other cars. I don't know if you go through them or there's just no deceleration or physics impulse when you hit them, but they're basically may as well not be there. And the balls that they're pushing around are absolutely able to be passed through with no effect on you at all. So it's almost like you're playing a game against a bunch of ghosts. You are, of course, competing with other people, and that matters. Like, you can shoot missiles, there are not a lot of them, and you can use the shield, but the cars can't ram into each other. You can't fuck with other people's balls in the game. And again, like I said, I don't know if that was in for the longest time and it was just chaos, and the minute somebody on the team said, hey, what if we make it so you can see everyone else to compete with them, but it's more like they're ghost in a racing game. I don't know if that was sort of accidental or if it was one of those things that was planned from the start. It's certainly definitely makes making the network side of the game a lot easier and less expensive. But regardless of where the origin came from, the result of that is a game where you have a meta competition. You want to get first place. You want to level up, all that shit. That's working. But you also have a very clear sense of every time I go back in, nothing's going to annoy me and get in the way of me getting better. People may get in the way of me getting first place, but the fun of the game, even if you're not competitive, still maintains, because it's almost like this weird single player game if you want to play it like that. But you also have this awareness of a bigger competition happening that you can engage with whenever you feel like you want to. And I just think that I don't know if I've seen that really before. I mean, I know there are games in sports where you're racing for time, but even that, though, this feels different. This feels like I want to go back in. I enjoyed it. I did get beaten badly, but it wasn't so demoralizing, because going back into the game and playing it again and seeing myself get better, no one's getting in the way of me having that experience by just totally dominating the field. It's really clever. I don't know necessarily if that means it's going to be a massive hit or not. I may be bored of it in a couple of days, but right now I can't leave it alone. I'm curious if you've played it. Do you share the same feeling, or you're like, no, I need something more head-to-head competition? But for me, for my brain, for my gamer brain, it's a fucking wonderful sweet spot that I didn't know I wanted licked. What? Come on.